Hey guys, I'm going to go over the cryptocurrency market. My name's Greg, by the way. Forgot that part. More specifically, Quant. See what's going on with that Quant, which is the Mac Daddy of the bear market, right? Everybody's aping into Quant right now, from what I can tell, because I think Quant did a FOMO fifth wave. You know, it even rhymes. Think about that. FOMO fifth, it even rhymes, even though the third wave would be the FOMO. But you could have a FOMO fifth in markets like cryptocurrencies because they're like commodities, more like commodities, makes a little bit of sense. Unlike a stock, which has a bunch of people involved into it. So it doesn't perform like a commodity, as you will. So we go over this DXY, and I've been looking at that. And as you can see, the DXY is in an obvious topping pattern. I know I've been talking about this for months, but someday this thing's going to peak out. It could have already. Still trying to figure that one out. I don't know. Maybe it could swing back around, back down here, and do another push up. The traditional markets are still looked at the NASDAQ this morning. We'll go over that NASDAQ, but it could swing back around. But this DXY needs to finish. It needs to just finish and get into a bearish sequence. Even when the DXY goes down, if it's in a bearish sequence and it's going up like this, the markets, like the crypto market, will know that this is over. They'll know that this is over. And it's, even though it can come down and then it'll go back up like this, it's still, its trend is this way, bearish like that. Even though it can go up, people be like, oh, look, it's going to go up. It'll be in a bearish sequence, and that'll be good for the market, cryptocurrencies in particular, and commodities. But you can see here's this third wave peak over, or a third wave peak of this wave. And then if you come over here where this RSI is really, really high, that's your third wave of this whole wave. Okay, I hope that makes sense. This is the third wave. So over here did a correction. This is the fifth wave of that wave. That is probably the highest peak on the RSI over here. And looking at the waves, in my opinion, it could have been 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that was it. It could have been. Or it has one more to go. Down here, and then boom. Okay. One of the things that I like to do is, if the consensus, the masses, so right now the masses are saying the DXY is going to 120. So I look for what the masses are saying and I go, it's probably not going to do that. Okay. Normally, whatever the masses are saying, what it's not going to do. Topping pattern. Okay. DXY. The next one, 10-year treasuries. 10-year treasuries, topping patterns. You see, are they peaking out in this area? I hope so. But it's definite topping pattern here on the weekly chart with the 10-year treasuries. These are important to know. When these go up, all the markets will be going down. Okay. And it's gone, the 10-year treasuries have been in a significant bullish move to the upside for 2 years. Okay. 2 years. This isn't a topping pattern. So you want this to top out, start trending down. DXY, the same thing. What's Bitcoin doing? Struggling to make moves. Okay. There is a little bit of bearishness in this move right here. A little bit. You can see from there to there equal, but it's a lot higher here in the RSI. That's hidden bearish divergence. However, it's not as strong a signal as regular divergence, if you will. Okay, so it could take that out. I'm not too concerned with it yet, but some downside could be coming for the market. This is our, I would go to the NASDAQ. You see the NASDAQ here. It looks like it gapped up this morning. Okay. I wasn't expecting, maybe it's making its move right now. I was expecting more downside and then move up. Maybe it's making this this journey right now, this short squeeze journey right now in the markets. Okay. There's a lot of people saying that this is the wave 2 and it's still going to trek down. I wasn't too convinced of that. I was like, you want to be careful right here. This is an area that a lot of shorts were looking at this. They're so sure it's going to go down. I was like, be careful in that area as far as shorts. And the other reason why, guys, is the looking at the SQQs. These are the Ultra Pro shorts. As you can see, here's June of 2022. It made its journey down, and what happened with the NASDAQ? It had a massive move to the upside, and you can see here a massive amount of bearish divergence, and it could be on its journey down. You can see it already gapped down, so it could be coming down. There could be a significant move. So that means there'd be a significant move in the other markets and the crypto markets too. That could happen. GBTC with Bitcoin. This is a cheat sheet for your Bitcoin. This is in a it's just taking its time to finish up its correction. It's really probably just waiting for the rest of the markets just to finish up in here. I'm expecting when GBTC is a asset that mirrors Bitcoin, basically. It has a different sequence in here, but it mirrors Bitcoin. All it has in its portfolio is Bitcoin. So it's in this area. I'm expecting it sometime it's going to pop. Okay. Something you can see there's the bullish divergence. Want to go over that. So anybody who's telling you that Bitcoin's going down to 10,000, they're probably wrong, and they're not looking at other charts and getting other information, other data from other charts, not only just this chart, but other charts too, to give you an idea where the potential direction is for Bitcoin. Bitcoin, going back to Bitcoin, guys, I know I'm on a quant yet. You're going back over here to Bitcoin. You know, this is June 18th of June 22, the 17,600 low. And here we are over here in October. So June, July, August, September, October, 4 months later, and it still hasn't broken that low. It's time to start thinking, hey, wait a second. And some bigger channel YouTubers are starting to come around. Like 2 weeks ago, I was like looking and listening. I'm like, they're clueless. But now they're like, maybe I need to rethink this. So where does that leave us with Quant? Quant is right here. And I really just looking at this wave and what's going on with Quant in this area, you have a good shot that Quant will probably, going into 2023, make its journey up here to $400, $500, do a correction, and then boom, and then finally end up at about $2,500, in my opinion. It's going to take it some time, guys, but I think that's going to happen. The reason why I say that, take a look at this wave. This is your typical, probably your FOMO fifth wave. Is it done? It might not be. Looking at this daily chart, there's no divergence on this daily chart yet. It could be coming back down to do another swing up and makes a little bit of divergence. Kind of like right over here. See, from that peak to that peak, it's lower in the RSI, but it's higher in price. And it finally did a correction. However, I'm going to go out to an 8-hour chart and take a look at that. And you can see on an 8-hour chart with Quant, we'll go through this wave. It does look like it's a possibility that could be a fourth wave. Not sure if it's done quite yet, but you see here's a wave one, just going off the RSI, highest peak here, the 8 hours. So going through here, probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a third wave, did a correction. And then here you have 1, 2. You can't really say this third wave, but that could be a FOMO fifth wave with that peak like that, guys. So you can see from this peak to this peak, you have a little bit of exaggerated divergence, what's it called? I can't really call it bearish divergence. It's equal. So the reason I say that Quant is going to be making this journey is just based off this past wave and the FOMO of those that are fear of missing out. FOMO is what that means. And they did it on this wave. So more than likely, in my opinion, Quant's in this area, could push up a little bit more, have a nice little correction, and then that'd be an area to probably load up again to get into Quant to ride that wave up. Okay, so I do think that Quant's going to make this journey all the way up there. If you think about this reasonably with Quant, it finishes correction, and then it's in this area. There's still some things going on with the Fed raising rates. I don't think they're going to be raising rates. I'm going to say this again. I don't think they're going to be raising rates as long as people think they're going to stop. I'm not saying they're going to reverse and go to money printing, but they're going to stop, because if they keep doing that, what they're going to do is they're going to crash the bond markets. They're going to crash the bond markets if they don't. They can't keep going, in my opinion. I think that they know that. And I think the markets know that too, guys. I think the markets realize that too. That's why you're going to have a correction. And then eventually in 2023, Quant will be up there to $2,000 to $2,500, in my opinion. So It's in a bullish sequence. There's no doubt about that. Quant is bullish. It's full on bullish. Just find a good entry once in the correction, and you can find another entry to get back in there. Either trade it or load back up. Trade it, exit, load back up, and then maybe you can find an entry into Quant to ride the wave. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.